friends, I'm Rakhi and you are watching my educational YouTube channel, that is Biology Prospects. So friends, my last video in ICSE 10th standard circulatory system part 5, I explained already the circulatory system cardiac process. I mean, in a one heartbeat, how our heart work properly and how the whole blood, impure and the pure blood, is systematically circulate through the heart, heart through the body, or from the body to the heart, how the blood carry. That means whole system. Now one particular heartbeat, there is a 72 heartbeat per minute of a human body. So one heartbeat, how the blood circulated, pumping by the heart, that is already I've explained in my 5th video, and I hope that you have already watched that one. So this is today's video, that is a part 6 of circulatory system. I'm going to explain the double circulatory process or double circulation and the portal system. So I'm just given a hints about that one. The double circulation means the two process, pulmonary circulation and the one of the systematic circulation. These are the two circulation process, the blood's flow incoming and outgoing. These are the two process, how systematically, sequentially these two processes take place in our human heart. And second topic, that is the portal system. That means few veins present in our body which doesn't carry the impure bloods directly into our heart. They just carry the impure blood through the via of some another organ, suppose liver, pancreas, like that. So these are the two topics today's our main objectives for this video. Okay, so I hope everybody very patiently you will just watch my video and try to understand. So if you understand properly, and if you regarding any kind of the queries, my explanation always welcome in my chat box, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Okay, and obviously you just click the bell icon for my latest updation also. So now just come on my desktop, because I have prepared the PPTs and everything with diagrams and all the things explained as the important points. I just write down on my PPT. So I welcome each and everybody on my desktop, and explaining through the PPTs. Okay, so let's come. Okay friends, so now we're just going to start our today's session. So through our PPT I'm going to explain the double circulation system of human hearts. So I've already told that is in a human heart. Previous slide I've already explained the cardiac cycle. That is cardiac cycle, it is complete the one heartbeat, complete the whole pumping process of the blood through the heart, the different parts of the body. That is known as the one cardiac cycle. Now the one cardiac cycle, it should be complete. कि complete होते हैं double circulation process से. Okay, the whole cardiac cycles, whole cardiac cycle means, I just want to rectify properly, that is the one cardiac cycle has to be complete. That is in the process of double circulation. Now the question is that what are the parts of the double circulation? So first of all, the circulation of the blood in the human heart is called the double circulation. So the process, the venous blood enter and the pure bloods just pump throughout the body of the human. These are the two process. Left 4 chambers are there: right auricle, right ventricle; left auricle, left ventricle. So these are the 4 chambers. The venous blood enter, goes for purification into the lungs. Again from the lungs, the pure blood, oxygenated bloods enter in the left part, and these are the left part, it is spread throughout the body. Again in the cyclic way, bloods enter into the right auricles part. So this is the whole process. That is the systematically, sequence wise, the process complete during the two phase, also called, that is the two circulation process. We just differentiate, these are the whole things. So the circulation of the blood in human heart is called the double circulation, because the blood enters and leaves the heart twice in each heartbeat. Per heartbeat 2 times. Wherever the diagram I just represent on the screen, I hope everybody very properly understand that one, because here is a 2 colors I use for the showing the diagram. One a dark blue color, that is for the venous blood, and the dark red color, that is for the oxygenated blood. So you have seen, these are the diagram. So one side, that is the right side, this is the arrow show, that is the first part, the right side, the venous blood enter through the vena cava. Anterior vena cava, so that is the upper part of the vena cava, the posterior vena cava, lower part of the vena cava. These are enter the impure blood, deoxygenated blood into the right auricle. Through the right auricle, the bloods enter into the, after the opening of the tricuspid valve, the blood enter into the right ventricle. And then after from the right ventricle, the blood goes to the two different parts through the pulmonary artery. And this is the pulmonary artery. These are the, you have seen the white arrows are moving in this, the blue blood. So that is actually for our two lungs. You have seen the two lungs over there in the very light shade. The lungs picture is showing in the diagram. These are the two lungs. These are the bloods are flowing over there. Okay, for the purification of the bloods. For the next, that is just the same time at the another side of the pulmonary vein. This is the part, the red part, the left auricle, and when the left auricle just open for the bicuspid valve, it is entered with the left ventricle. And from the left ventricle, the aortic valve open, the semilunar aortic valve open, and these are the part, the bloods are flow throughout the body. And here are the different parts. You have seen the aorta part. This is the point, aorta is there. Artery, obviously after the aorta, the pure blood spread through the artery part. We all know that one artery, there is a no valve, and it's directly spread throughout the body, the bloods. Okay, so the aorta, main artery, then after the artery parts, and the small arterioles. You have seen, children, friends, the arterioles actually, they are making a net shaped structure. That is actually the tissue capillaries. Okay, so this tissue capillaries actually the network of venules and the arterioles, means the small thread like structure of the artery, that is the arterioles, and the small thread like structure of vein, that is the venules. So these are the make a net like structure, that is called the tissue capillaries. Clear? So from the artery, the pure blood, oxygenated blood spread throughout the left part of the heart, and it is spread through the tissue capillaries. And after the absorbing the oxygen, or after the performing the task of the pure blood, oxygenated blood, the cells again produce the deoxygenated blood, and these deoxygenated blood again cyclic way it is goes and enter into the right auricle parts through the vein. This is very clearly visible in the diagram. That is the blue color. This is the arrow. From the lungs it is purified, and after this vein is purified. Because of the purification, this blood again is continued to the right part of the heart, or so the right side of the heart. So this is the process continue in a part one heartbeat. This is the whole process continue again and again, and all total I already told in our previous slide is 1 minute 72 times heartbeat, or 72 times the cardiac cycle takes place in a normal human body. Clear? Now heart twice in the each heartbeat, and there's a twice system, that is this is the process, friends. These are the purification of heart, means deoxygenated blood goes for the lungs purification, and from the lungs again it is comes to the heart for the oxygenated blood. These are the two phase. These are circulation divided into the two section. That is one circulatory system. We know that the systematic circulation of the blood between the heart and the body organ except lungs. I repeat once again, circulation of blood between the heart and the body organ. That is the total 4 chambers heart, left auricle, left part, and after the purification blood spread throughout the body, and again it is returned back. This is the whole process, one heartbeat, the whole process except lungs. These are the process, it is known as the systematic circulation. And the pulmonary circulation, the circulation of the blood between heart and the lungs. Only for the heart, that is the right auricle, right ventricle, through the pulmonary arteries, the two side of the lungs, the blood deoxygenated blood enter. This much process, and from after the oxygenation the blood entered the left auricle. Only this much process, that is the blood circulation between the heart and the lungs, that is called pulmonary circulation. So these are the, today's our topic is, these are the two systems, and these are the two systems combinedly known as double circulation, because in a human heart these are the two systems combinedly perform the purification of blood and pumping the purified blood throughout the body and again reach the impure blood into the heart. So in my next slide, I will going to explain briefly what is the systematic circulation and what is the pulmonary circulation. So let's proceed the next. Okay friends, now the next slide I just proceed for the next part, that is the double circulation. I already told the double circulation process, that is consist of the two circulation process, that is systematic and the pulmonary circulation. So very properly, very clearly, now the second slide it is explained us what is the systematic circulation. Friends, a very easy and very comfortable diagram I just provides over here. You just see the diagram, that is the two circulatory systems are individually shown over here. So first the systematic circuit or the systematic circulation. What is systematic circulation? I repeat once again, our left part in human heart, the left part, that is the left auricle and the left ventricle part, both are just accept the pure blood from the lungs through the pulmonary vein. Is it clear for everyone? So I repeat, the left ventricle ejects the oxygenated blood into the aorta. From the left ventricle, after the once again I repeat, from the left pulmonary vein, it is pour the pure oxygenated blood after the purification into the left auricle. Then left auricle, when the left auricle part become a systole, and then the valve, bicuspid valve open, mitral valve open, and these are the valve, after the opening, these are the mitral valve, these are the pure blood enter into the left ventricle. When the left ventricle is full of the pure blood, automatically the mitral valve close, it is not allow the blood goes back or the backflow. Then which valve open? Obviously there is the aortic valve, it is open now. And when the aortic valve open, there you have seen the white colored arrow, it is just indicate the pure bloods in the upper portion as well as the lower portion through the aorta. Upper portion, the upper arteries, and the lower portion, the lower arteries. High oxygen and low carbon dioxide. This is indicate the blood is pure blood. In the red color, it is written over here. So from the left ventricle, ejection of the oxygenated blood, okay, it is through the aorta, the ejection take place. It is sprayed throughout the body, and after it gives up the arteries to all the organs of the body except lungs, because lungs only for the purification of the blood. So lungs just send the pure blood into the left auricle part of the heart, and from the heart it is spread throughout the body. The red part, that is indicate us that throughout the body, through the aorta pure blood release, and it is spread throughout the body. Clear? And then after, when the bloods are spread throughout the body, our bodies, there are various tissues, the capillaries are there, and these are the tissue capillaries. They absorb the oxygen from the oxygenated blood and serve these are the oxygen inside the different cells. Okay, not only the oxygen, there is a different various of the other components also absorbing via tissues, via our cells in the different parts of the body, and it is whatever the exact function of the pure blood. After performing these are the particular function, these are the bloods are again impure. That means after completing all the metabolic activity inside the cell, absorbing the oxygen from the bloods again receive the carbon dioxide through the carboxyhemoglobin form, and bloods become impure. In the diagram, it is shown that the impure bloods are come down again through the vena cava. Upper part the anterior vena cava, lower part the posterior vena cava. These are the two sides. You have seen the blue color arrows. It is indicate these are the lower portion of the vena cavas and upper portion of vena cavas, and these are the bloods comes again to the right arteries part. So now what is systematic circulation? Exactly, if we say the concrete definition, so the concrete definition is from the left auricle part, pure blood released through the aorta, through the artery it is spread throughout the body, the oxygen absorbed by the cells, and again these are deoxygenated blood. After absorbing the oxygen, the carbon dioxide deoxygenated blood, it is again comes down and is stored in the right auricle part of our heart. This is the process only known as systematic circulation. So the course of the blood, according to my PPT, I am just telling the course of the blood from left ventricle to the right auricle of the heart via the body organs. Obviously, the left auricle, the pure blood released through the aorta, it is spread throughout the body, different tissues, different cells, absorbing the oxygen from the blood, and then after the same time carbon dioxide mix up with the blood, blood again become impure, and again it is cyclic way through the vena cava. It is the venous veins, vena cava. Then the main vein is vena cava. It is again enter into our right part. So this is the process. Oxygenated release and deoxygenated enter in the right auricle. This is the process known as the systematic circulation. Is it clear for everyone? Now one more things, additional part I just add this PPT, that is includes portal circulation and the coronary circulation. Friends, portal circulation, what is this portal circulation? Next slide I will tell you that one. Only just to keep in your mind, these are the circulatory, systematic circulation process. Deoxygenated blood comes and enter into the right auricle part. From the left ventricle to the right auricle part, whatever the distance blood cover through the veins and the vena cava, this is the process is systematic circulation. And our portal circulation and obviously coronary circulation means heart itself in the muscles, the veins and the arteries, they have also carry the deoxygenated blood. That is for the coronary circulation. Previous slide I already explained. So this is the whole process. Left ventricle eject oxygenated blood into the aorta. It gives off the arteries to all the organs of the body except lungs. Lungs not accept the oxygenated blood, because lungs itself produce oxygenated blood and blood has send it to the left auricle part. So except lungs, the blood become deoxygenated by giving its oxygen to the tissues and return to the right auricle by vena cava, upper vena cava, lower but posterior vena cava. So this is the course of the blood from the left ventricle to the right auricle of the heart via different body organs. This is the process actually known as the systematic circulation. So it's very simple. I hope everybody understand. Then I will proceed the next slide, explain what is pulmonary circulation. So now the second slide, you just see on that heading I write down pulmonary circulation. So just after completing the first slides, double circulation, the second one I have already explained, the systematic circulation. I told that from the left side the pure blood ejects through the aorta, and it is again serve its oxygen different tissues part, different body tissues, body cells, and it is come back through the vena cava in the right auricle part. So this is the process, systematic process. Then after what happened, what procedure should take place over there? Then the second phase, that is the pulmonary circulation phase. What happened over there? Just see over there. The right ventricle part, actually when the through the vena cava, you have already known upper vena cava and the posterior vena cava, when the deoxygenated blood comes and enter into the fill up of the auricle parts, automatically auricle fill up, and these are the two valves which is present in the auricle and the ventricle between. The name is tricuspid valve. The tricuspid valves open, and these are valves allow the deoxygenated blood to enter into the right ventricle. Is it okay? So when the deoxygenated blood enter into the right ventricle, obviously these are the right ventricle part, or also be swallowed up. Diastole phase to turn to the systole phase, and this is the systole phase when the chamber of the right ventricle is completely filled in our heart. Automatically these are the valve of the tricuspid is closed, not allow blood to the goes back, or the back flow it is stopped. Now what happened? Automatically the semilunar valve which is present when the valve tricuspid closed, then the semilunar open. Semilunar valve open, and it is the pulmonary valves, or so called the semilunar valves. And semilunar valves, just in the diagram also it is show, the semilunar valve when it is open, these are the deoxygenated bloods goes to the lungs. Two different sides means the left portion of the lungs and the right portion of the lungs. This is the diagram already showing on the PPT also, you have seen that one. So blue color, that is deoxygenated blood, that is enter into the through the pulmonary artery, the deoxygenated bloods entered into the lungs. So called, that is literally we can say the right ventricle pump blood into the pulmonary trunk. Pulmonary trunk means the pulmonary artery. Clear? One more pulmonary artery, it is divided into the two. That is the four pulmonary arteries are there. We know that pulmonary trunk which divides into the pulmonary arteries. These supply deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation, means purification. Pure blood is returned to the left auricle through the pulmonary vein, and this course of the blood from the right ventricle to the left auricle via lungs is called pulmonary circulation. So friends, from right auricle the impure blood goes and enter to the lungs for the purification through the pulmonary trunk, or so called the pulmonary arteries. After the purification from the lungs, again the bloods return to the pulmonary left auricle part, okay, and for the left auricle to the left ventricle. So inside the heart, whatever the impure blood goes for lungs, and again the pure blood come into the heart. From the lungs to the heart, whatever the connection for flow the impure blood, and after purification of the blood. This is the process actually known as pulmonary circulation. Clear? So pulmonary circulation, that is inside the heart, from the left or right auricle to the left auricle, and from the lungs to the left auricle. Is it clear? And systematic circulation, from the left auricle, the oxygenated blood goes through the aorta and throughout the body, and whole tissue are the tissue capillaries and all the body parts cells, they absorb oxygen, and outside of the body, that means I just want to indicate from the heart to the body's different parts, the circulation process, that is known as systematic circulation. And from inside the heart, from the right auricle to the lungs, and from the lungs to the heart, that is actually the pulmonary circulation. So on including, these are the two phase, systematic circulation and the pulmonary circulation. These are the two phase are complete. You can see the diagram. Here is a blue color part. It is show the low oxygen, high carbon dioxide. That means not completely, it is not the oxygen less. Oxygen rate is very low. The carbon dioxide rate is very high. That is impure blood, or so called as a carboxy aminoplazm or carboxy hemoglobin. You know that one. And there is a pure blood, that is a high oxygen and low carbon dioxide, so rate part. So it is very clearly explaining that is the pulmonary circulation take place from the right to the lungs, and then after lungs to the heart, left auricle. So after this, these are the one heartbeat, or so called the one cardiac cycle complete. So first the pulmonary circulation, and then after the systematic circulation, again these are the process repeat. So we can say that the one heartbeat complete the whole. That is the reason our circulatory system known as a double circulatory system, because the two phase, the two circulation process, the blood circulate in our body. One phase the blood comes for the purification, another phase the purified blood goes for the heart, from the heart to goes throughout the body. Okay, so next part we will just going to discuss what is the portal system. Now the next slide I am going to explain about the portal circulatory system. It is quite different circulatory system, is it? In human body, this is the one mode circulatory system, that is the portal circulatory system. So previous 3 slides I just explained one heartbeat, how the heart perform, and what is the double circulation system. Means inside the heart what happened? Pulmonary circulation, and from the heart to the body what happened? The systematic circulation. So this is the circulation process. I just already have explained that one. Now this is the completely little bit different. How it is different? Now here friends, one thing happened, the vein, a particular vein, if we just imagine in our body, one of a part, just in our digestive system, one of a part, that is a liver or pancreas, or one of a part in our body, there is a vein, or the veins are, a few veins are there, those who directly not carry the deoxygenated blood into the heart. You understand? A vein that does not carry blood direct to the heart, but forms a network of the capillaries on the other organs before reaching the heart. This is called the portal vein. Means, I am just going to say, we have already seen the right auricle part. What? The vena cavas are already is there, upper portion upper vena cava, lower portion lower vena cava. Clear? And these are the vena cava, is just splitting in the thread like structure, that is the vein, veins. Vena cava is a vein, small, and these are veins are always venules, or okay, venules part, and just arterioles and the venules are mixed together, and just make up a create a network that is known as the tissue capillaries, also the capillaries. So these capillaries is obviously present in our body. At the same time, in our body, few parts. In one part that is in our brain, just in the pituitary glands before the hypothalamus part, and one part is in our digestive system, that is on pancreas and liver. Okay, these are the parts. Few veins are present, those who are unable to carry the deoxygenated blood directly to the heart, that means directly to the vein, they are not able to supply the deoxygenated blood. Then what happened? They just make another network of the veins, and through this network they just spread the deoxygenated blood into the other organ, and from that organ this blood comes and enter into the vena cava. Is it clear? This type of the vein is known as portal vein, and whatever the system, whatever the network they build up or they just create for saying these are the deoxygenated blood to the other organ, that is system is known as the portal circulatory system. Is it clear for everyone? I hope so it is clear everyone. Now two type of the, I told there's a two type of the portal systems we have. One, that is the hepatic portal system, and second one, that is the hypophyseal portal system. Hypophyseal. Clear? Hepatic portal system, it is actually related with our livers and the pancreas and spleen. You know, in the next slide, next class only, when I explain the lymphatic system or the lymphatic system or lymphatic gland, that time I am telling you our spleen, that is the biggest lymphatic gland. Okay? And these are the intestine, liver, pancreas, spleen. They are unable to drain the deoxygenated blood. So what they, where they are making the network, the blood from the intestine, pancreas and the spleen is drained into the liver by the hepatic portal vein. That means in our digestive system, pancreas part, intestine part and the spleen part, whatever the deoxygenated bloods are produced after the absorbing the oxygen in the particular tissue of the cell, they are making a network of the venules, and this network are joining to the liver. So via liver, these are the deoxygenated bloods are comes into our vena cava part, and it is and from the interior vena cava, it is just entered into the right auricle part of heart, human heart. So the blood from the intestine, pancreas and the spleen is drained into the liver via hepatic portal vein, and a pair of the hepatic veins carry the blood to the liver, and from the inferior vena cava it is entered into the right auricle of a human heart. Then after the purification, again the same process is going on. That is the one of a hepatic portal system, and another, that is the hypophyseal hepatic portal system, that is only take place in our human brain. And you know, in our human brain upper part, this is I will explain our nervous system also. That time I am telling that different parts of our brain, but I am just giving a small idea about the hepatic by hypophyseal. In our hypophyseal part, what happened? It collects the blood from the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is one of a part. In the lower classes you have already learned about the different section of our human brain. So cerebrum, then the cerebellum. In the cerebellum part, it is the hypothalamus, one parts of there. Just below the hypothalamus there is a small pea-like shaped structure, that is our pituitary glands over there. It is divided into the three parts: anterior pituitary, middle pituitary and the posterior pituitary. So anterior pituitary part, from the hypothalamus the bloods are collected and supplied to the veins, and this directly the blood is not circulated from there or not released from there. So that is it collects the blood, hypophyseal portal vein. It is the system that is collect the blood from the hypothalamus to the brain and the anterior part of our pituitary gland. So that's all about our today's topic, friends. Today we learn the three main basic things. First, the double circulation. Second, the systematic and the pulmonary circulation, and third, the portal circulation system. And all these are the three circulation process. It is complete or combinedly performed inside our body, which help us to safely and healthy life. Okay, it will help us to continue our healthy life. So like that, when our bloods are just circulate throughout the body. So I hope everybody understand my today's topic. Whatever the diagram I have given on the screen, it is also explaining here. It is the blue yellow color vein network where you have already seen over there, and this is the yellow colored hepatic portal veins are there. Spleen, stomach, intestine and the pancreas, that is also joined, and it is very clearly explained how the portal veins are make a network and it is joined to the liver. Clear? So that's all about today's topic. If you understand, if you if you have any regarding any queries about my explanation, please you welcome in my chat box. Otherwise, I expect that you positively like, share and obviously you just subscribe my channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon also for my latest updation. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.